Hey, you guys. All right. So, I had a nearly perfect trading week, and I'm pretty upset about it because I made one fatal mistake. And let me go over my trades first of all, and then I'll show you guys the chart so you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. So, I had took 11 trades for the copycat group last week, which is way more than I normally would take. But I just want to make sure to try to feed everybody. So I took 11 trades. The first trade I took on USD CAD closed out at break even. Now, when I say break even, typically it's either 3 or 4 pips in profit or 3 or 4 pips below profit. Either way it goes, that's just the broker spread. So those I consider just break evens because maybe when you first saw the trade, and this is going to happen, you first see a trade, it looks really good, and then something started looking shady. When you don't feel it and you get that gut feeling like, I don't think this is not right, then go ahead and close the trade, which is what I did because I took it for a sale. But then, and let me show you guys that one real quick so you can see it on the charts. The ocean wave was telling me it was going down, but something about it didn't feel right because, and this is where it was early in the week, right about here, I believe it was for a sale, and I was taking the sale trade, and it would have went down and got us some pips, but I just said, something about this just ain't feeling right. And thank God I did. Look what happened. It shot up. So that was that one. Okay. Now, the other trades I took a trade on AUD CAD, which was a winner. And some of my trades are just scalps, like 10 pips, which that one was, and then the other ones are larger. I took a trade on NZD CAD for 20 pips, another trade on Euro NZD for 30 pips, another trade on GBP CAD for 34 pips, another trade on GCAD, GBP CAD again for 10 pips. Then I took a trade on NZD USD for 14 pips. And then I took another trade on AUD CAD for another 10 pips. And then I had one trade that was a loss for 31 pips. So I still got over 100 pips last week. But here's the point. The one trade I'm going to go to the charts right now and show you guys where I made my fatal mistake. And this is for you guys to learn from, okay? My fatal mistake was this, okay? I took it for a sale, and as you can see, it currently is going back down and selling off, okay? And I was right. So my analysis was right, okay? Let me just use so it's not so busy for you. All right, so here's the analysis. The analysis was a sell trade right here, okay? It was supposed to be a sell trade when it came right here to retest this level. And it was supposed to be a sell-off. My one fatal mistake on this one loss, because I was trying to have a perfect record, and perfect to me doesn't mean that, it means that you took a number of trades, some may end up in break even, but the rest are winners, meaning that you had no losses for the week. So that's what I was trying to do, have no losses for the week. Take 11 trades, no losses for the week. So basically what it broke down to, I took 11 trades, 2 were at break even, 8 were winners, and only 1 was a loss. And that one loss pissed me off because I was actually right on my analysis. I made this mistake. What is the mistake, Uncle P? I'll show you. Give me this. Give me a second. Let me pull this up for you guys to see. Yesterday. All right. Watch this. This don't ever do. And because it was a Friday, I wasn't tripping. Okay, that's where the mistake came from. I usually don't even think about Fridays because, it's Friday. But what happened was, look at the pair I traded. And let me move this out the way so you can see this. And I'm just using this as a using this as a teaching tool for you guys so that you know, okay, this is a current mistake that anybody can make. All right, what pair am I trading? Euro CHF. Euro Swiss, okay, the Swiss franc. Here's where I made my mistake. Because it was Friday, I got lazy and didn't do my due diligence, which I normally do before every trade. I always check for news. So it wasn't the setup. Look what news event was happening. The Swiss came out with their non-farm payroll. And I had it on my calendar, but you know what? I'm just a mind fart because it was a Friday, and I'm like, you know what? There's no news on Fridays. But normally it isn't. But this time it was. And as you can see, this thing was giving me a great setup right here. Okay. It was bumping along, bumping along, bumping along, bumping along. Right here is where we entered. Okay, and I tried to use a tight stop loss, which I shouldn't have done. That's the other mistake. I violated two rules of mine. So never use a tight stop loss. And number two, don't trade without checking news. So what happened was when it came right here, it looked like it was giving me a great setup for a double topper on a Friday, and I knew it was going to come back down. Let me mark this up for you guys to see. Right there, okay? Move it up a little bit more, and you'll see it right there. All right, so this candle, when it came right here, it was slowing down. Then this one did this, and then dipped back down here, and then it came up and closed, okay? So it looked like this was going to be a good trade setup for a dump. But I failed to take a look at the news, and because I failed to take a look at the news, look what happened. There's the Swiss franc came out with their news event for non-farm payroll. It caused it to spike. It shot up, took out our stop loss, and actually I got in somewhere different because I was a 31 pip loss. Either way it goes, no matter. But the point is that it shot up and went down, right back down like I knew it was going to do, but it took us out first. Why? Because I failed to use a typical 50 pip stop loss for me. I usually use 50 pip stops. Works like a charm for me normally. That's why the other ones weren't losses. They went and draw down, but then they come back in profit. This one I decided to use a shorter stop loss, which cost me. And then number two, I didn't check for news. So that's why I have one loss this week. I'm darn sure going to make sure to target my 100% win rate. And when I say 100% win rate, break-evens don't matter because you entered the trade, but you got out at a break-even level. So it didn't matter because, hey, something didn't feel right. Those don't matter. I don't care about those. Those are fine because you didn't lose anything. So when I say win-loss, I'm looking at, did I win this trade? Whether it was a scalp trade for 10 pips or whatever, 15 pips or 30 pips, 20 pips, whatever it is, those are pips that you earned. And losses are ones that you clearly lost. So the bottom line is next week, I'm going to, for the copycat family, I'm going to continue to try to work on getting 100% win rate. Another thing I'm doing is using my little bubble chart. And I'm going to start this back up next week. Let me see if I can put it on the camera for you guys. Okay. And this is a 100-day habit. But basically, this is me just bubbling in all the wins and losses so that, hey, if I can get a complete week, and each row is 10, and this is just something I found on the internet, printed it out, laminated it, and use a highlighter, a waterproof marker on it. And basically, I'm trying to have a perfect trading week, okay? No losses at all, okay? And I almost got it, except for this one. So, guys, in this video, it's just a little short, help you to learn from my mistake from your uncle. Check the news. I don't care if it's a Friday. I don't care what day it is. Check for news. And make sure to use a comfortable stop loss. Don't use these type of stop losses, which is where I made my mistake, because you can clearly see that, hey, this thing shot up, yes, because of a knee-jerk reaction to news, and look what happened right after. It started going right back down like I knew it would, okay? All right, talk to you guys in the next video.